Okay, here's a new attachment I made for my 2x72 inch belt grinder. I wanted to have a fence where I could slide metal along where it would give me a nice smooth edge on that would be rolling against the 10-inch wheel. Basically, it's just a piece of 2-inch by quarter and welded on some little stops here. These will be clamps that'll clamp onto the bottom of my table. And then these two bolts are plug welded, and then I have these two bolts that are plug welded also, and this will move in and out by turning this knob. And this is how I'll make adjustments, minor adjustments, as I'm slowly taking more and more off of the one side of the metal there. Just use the double nuts, so once I made the adjustment and they were fitting tight against there, it still could move, but it wouldn't have any slop in it. This is a 3/8 inch standard piece of all thread. I just tigged a little knob on the end of it, and I have a nut that I can just finger tight, and that will hold it in place. This is the flat plate that I use. Put on the grinder, slide it up and down in the receiver, and this is how this slider attaches. As you can see, the two clamps are here. Tighten these nuts whenever I have it adjusted where I want it on there. And this is just an 8x8 3/8 inch plate that I use for grinding. And this is just a piece of scrap I had laying around, a piece that it was plasma cut, so the edges are a little rough. What I'm going to do is smooth both sides of these using that attachment that I just showed you, so that you know, if I need it to fit nice and snug or flat against something, it'll be all ground. I have it set up right now where you can see this is the fence and this is the piece of metal I'll be sliding through there. And it really doesn't work if you have it in a vertical position like this. You need to put it in a slightly different position so that it will contact the belt a lot better. What I found, if I have it at a slight angle like this, it's going to contact more of the belt as this is being shoved through there and doing the grinding action. As you can see, one pass I took some of them off, but it was a little wider down here than it was up here. So I turn the wheel a little bit, get it a little tighter. And it's grinding off more. Made a slight adjustment to this screw here. I had to get some gloves, it got too hot. As you can see, it's starting to grind higher up on the piece of metal, and that's getting longer where it's contacting more. Just making slight adjustments to it and coming in here, and you can see as the sparks are showing where it's making contact. It's almost to the point now that I'll be making full contact along the entire length. There's only a couple more little places. Yeah, it's gone almost the whole thing is just one small little divot there. I'm going to turn it over and do this side now. I'm going to indent it a little more. See, it's smoothing it out pretty well. A little bit more to get a complete coverage on it. There you can see both sides, and these will be parallel with each other. One of the other things that you can do is you can move this table up and down a little bit, and that'll change where it contacts the wheel here. You can either lower it, or you could raise it up again. You know, get both sides of the contact wheel, both sides of the belt here, so you're not just wearing one area. And also, you can by pulling the table out, you could get even thicker or wider pieces in there. You'd move this back all the way. You can see you can get, if I had it all the way back over here, you could get probably an 8 or 9 inch piece between the two of them to slide across there and to do the edges on it.